Hello, welcome to my channel. Today is going to be June 7th, 2023. Welcome. This is going to be not really an all signs reading, but this is going to be a different way of how everything is. We always have this way of how everything kind of is. We always remember about how everything is, and this is how it seems to be. So remember, this is recognizing you, and I hope that everything will be all kind of dandy for it. Um, Please get this video a like, and yeah, so we're going to do that. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit not a long video, but I hope that all of you can understand how it is right now. As you can see, I know that you haven't seen the cards yet, but we're going to get started on that, shall we? So, this is how it seems to be, and how it is at the moment. We're going to figure out what's going on, and we have to engage about what's going on through the cards, right? And this is how it seems to be. So, in other words, we have to remember how everything is going to go. If it's a way of how you understanding, if the way is how you feel, the way how you act, and this could be you versus them, or there's always a way of how everything seems to be, and this is kind of like a way of how it is, right? We always remember that how everything can be good and how everything can be not so good. We always have that priority where we get things done, and it's very significant on how, like, okay, uh, what I'm going to get done today, Alice. Well, let me explain. There are times where we have to figure about all our emotions, and when things go a little bit sour and things go a little bit a different way, we have to figure out saying, all right, I'm doing exactly what I can. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's how it is. It's almost like a give and take situation. Like, I'm giving this reading, you seeking the information. That's how it seems to be. So it's like this is how it is. This is like how everything kind of be interesting on how it seems to be. So this is gonna be a very good reading. I hope that you guys will like this, and we're going to get started. So here we go. So let's see what we got. So on the left side we have the fox. Do secret favors for others. It's a good card. This can be interesting for you. It could be you're doing secret favors. Maybe you're not telling anybody about it. Maybe that could work. Maybe that could be your satisfaction. Maybe you can understand the way of how you feel, the way how you act. That could be that situation. On the right side, we're going to say the swan is, you are beautiful just as you are. That's a beautiful card. You can be that situation, right? You can be beautiful. You can say, oh, look at this, I'm so beautiful, or look at this, I'm prettier than you, whatever it is, right? Um, so that's what it seems to be. But let's start this reading, shall we? Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. Is that right? Followed by the Moon. Interesting. Okay. All right. Then we have the High Priestess, Archer Haniel. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. Oh yeah, that's really interesting. You're interesting how this is. So this can be very very how authentic this is, right? And this is how it seems to be. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. Followed by, oh wow, the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Oh boy. And the Empress is Archangel Gabriel. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. But we know we have Earth signs here, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus in this situation. But see, I don't know who's following the reverse cards here. Maybe that could be my situation here. Maybe that could be a mini Paul situation. Let's see. What's the opposite of the Knight of Pentacles reversed? Let's see how that is. Ah, the Four of Wands. So we have basically Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Wow. So there is a way of how you can understand how this is, right? You're trying to understand that you can believe that you can do this. You can believe that you can understand how everything is. You know, you're you're kind of like doing a balancing act. And what I mean by balancing act, you're balancing two things. You're balancing two things. And what I mean by that is that where you're trying to figure out what you're going to do, right? When I think about this reading, I think, okay, seems to be very interesting. This is it's very almost an odd reading, but in a way, it's not really an odd reading. It's very it's very uh, authentic in a different way, right? And so, in a way that when you have to process of your own emotions and you process it and you're having a great old time and everything is all happy and yeah. But in a way that I'm trying to say this, you have to be in tune of a situation. There's always these times where we gather, we do stuff, we can do whatever we can multitask, we can do two things at once. You know, everything will be all keen. But in a way that you have to remember that maybe you're looking for your career, maybe you're going to get married, maybe you're going to have a beautiful life, right? And that's what it seems to be. You have to believe of what the cards are saying. Like, yes, I'm a reader, I can tell you what's going on, but you have to figure out that you have to stay positive as much as you can. Yes, things go very, different and difficult, and you have all these challenges, and you have to believe that you can do this. This is not a way where you're going. This is a way where you can think things through. Um, there's a way that there's an old saying. There's a will. There's always a way, and you have to remember that you're waiting for that door to be open, but really you have to wait until it's like closed and stuff, right? You have to wait for that. There's a way where you can understand of how everything is. You can understand of how everything kind of be connected and everything will be all fun and dandy and whatever. This is what I'm trying to say. Because when you are followed by a situation, even if it's a good side, even if it's an outcome, if it's just a very suspicious or whatever it is, you have to remember that when everything will be okay, then it will be fine, right? It's like that Sudoku puzzle. You know how you play Sudoku and you find the missing numbers and you put them in the right order and you think, wait, that's wrong. That has to be right, or that one has to be that two, or that two goes back to three, whatever it is, and you're trying to in tune about those numbers, and you go from front, middle, and back. You know what I mean? So it's like when you try to gravitate your own way, you can try to master it, right? This is why that this is a certain time where you have your own way of where, okay, well, if you stay positive as much as you can, you're going to stay positive, right? That's how that's how it seems to be. You're trying to wiggle it. You're trying to like say, okay, I'm balancing my two hands. Okay, well, if this is balanced or this is not balanced, then everything will be all going, backwards or a different way. And if you balance it like this, then everything will be all great. So it's like you have to look at that through a different point of view. Look at where everything seems to be all fine and dandy and everything else. Like this is a very interesting reading. It's very interesting. It's a very different reading. And there is a time where everything will be all great, everything will be all great. But you must remember that when everything goes sideways or a different way, you have to change things around. Yes, it's kind of annoying where, you know, everybody doesn't like you, where you are, staying positive and, you're having a negative time or you don't know what you're looking for. But you have to look outside the box. You're already inside the box. You have to get out of your box, like out of your comfort zone. What I mean is, um, you have to stand up for yourself. Look at things from my own point of view, right? Um, it's like doing favors for others. I'll give you an example. It's like when I'm at a cafe shop and I'm asking my friend if he wants a lunch, and I asked him, say, do you want me to buy you a lunch? And then he said, no, 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 I can do it for myself. All right, fine. But that's just a suggestion. That's just my way of thinking that if I go up to that lineup, I can do to get his lunch before he even gets up there. Like, that's like do a secret favors for others. That's my way of saying, you're such a good friend. Here, I'll give you I'll buy your lunch. That's what I'm saying is that you have that good energy, that positive energy. Well, you're going to help somebody else, even if they're, if they're in a needy person or if they need something, right? It's that particular way of how everything is, right? Everything changes for a reason, where everything is all happy, 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 and then everything is that what the heck, like why this is all negative all of a sudden, why I'm doing that I'm not supposed to be doing, or it's like you're trying to have that way of that physical attraction. You're trying to have that way where yes, everyone's looking at you and you're saying, all right, I'm why I'm getting looked at by so many random people, or you know, is it my face? Do I look good? All those random questions. But in a way that you can try to navigate your own situation, right? Because in my own about navigating, it's like you're making yourself going to a different direction. You're going like, okay, I'm not going to go east, I'm going to go west. It's like, wait, I already went west, let me go, north, or let me go back to south. There is a different way where you can think about that. So before I let you all go, you have to remember that you have to look at this. Look at this from a different point of view. You're looking at this from a different way. Yes, you're beautiful just as you are. You do secret favors for others. You're trying to do two things at once. Think about that. Think about as how that is, because that's what I'm saying. Now, let's see who's following you in the playing card situation. So who is following the fire signs and their signs? Okay, so the fire signs. So we have the four of clubs. So basically that's Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And who's the opposite of the four of clubs? the four hearts. So we have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Interesting. Interesting reading about this because this is very different reading and you have to impose of what you're going to do. So before I let you all go, you have to pay attention about what's going on and who's doing this and everything will be okay. So everything will be okay. So think about how that is and I hope that everything will be doing well. Just remember how everything kind of is at the moment. Just believe about that because this is what a good cerebral reading is. And I hope that everything will be fine. So enjoy. Thank you for this reading, and I hope that I'll see you next time. And have a good day to you all. Thank you very much, and have a good day to you all. Bye for now. Bye.